The mango cologne! The mango cologne!
I'm guessing that's you. I guess you guys haven't heard about me, have you? I'm about sick of always having to buy new clothes.
Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. Sweet Christmas, new Luke Cage. So let's break it down. So I think this is actually from the first episode. The cologne person actually isn't tied to anyone specifically from the comics, like the name that he calls out. There is a Carly cologne from the Ghost Rider comics, but you have to remember the Netflix series, like as many comic book characters as they do, they also introduce a lot of original characters. So part of the fun of this, it's just really like the first episode, but you can see the obvious visual references to Daredevil because of the boxing ring. He's in the gym, very much in keeping with the idea of Fogwell's gym. I think he's in Harlem, so I don't think that this is Fogwell's gym. I think it's just like some other place, but it's just a way for them to visually wink at the other Netflix series. They'll do the same thing with Jessica Jones, and the only like real big crossover I'm expecting is from Iron Fist. That'll probably happen later in the run. The joke about buying new clothes does make me wonder if Melvin Potter is going to help like make him some shirts that are more bullet resistant, just so he doesn't have to keep actually buying new clothes. But he's one of the few characters that doesn't need to wear Kevlar or anything like that. Like when you have bulletproof skin, it's not so important that you wear body armor. And like you don't need Daredevil's Billy Club, you don't need a weapon because you are the weapon. So maybe when we get to Defenders, we'll see some sort of Melvin Potter crossover where he makes him some sort of outfit that doesn't get shredded every time somebody lights him up with a gun. But they did have a nice wink at the classic 70s blaxploitation like the tiara costume in the last trailer that I posted. Him getting his powers, climbing out of the tank after it had been sabotaged. Like he has like these nodes on him that look just like the tiara in the wrist cuffs from the comics. So I think that's about as close as we're getting to comic book costume. Like Daredevil is actually in danger of getting shot, so like that's why he needs to wear body armor. The Punisher needs to wear Kevlar because he gets shot at a lot too. So you guys can let me know in the comments, do you think that Luke Cage will ever wear any type of Melvin Potter creation, whether or not it's armor or it's just something that's more bullet resistant so he doesn't have to keep buying new clothes? But just a reminder, all the episodes are dropping simultaneously worldwide on September 30th. So what I'll do is like there'll be a couple more trailers before it actually drops, but when it does drop, I'll do videos just like I did for Jessica Jones, just like Daredevil Season 2. So because there's 13 episodes, there'll just be like one video for every 2 episodes. Like I won't be able to do 13 videos because it all dumps at once. So all my Easter eggs, all my episode videos will start dropping September 30th. I'll be doing a giveaway while that's going on. So just as a reminder, there are a couple comic book series that are coming back that last weekend in September, including Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is now a 10 p.m. show. So when we get a little closer to that, I'll do like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video explaining that. That's like a completely separate thing because they're doing Ghost Rider. They're going to go to a later time slot. It's going to get bloodier. There's going to be more boobs. It'll be a little more in the tone of the Netflix series, which I think everybody's on board for. But if you guys haven't seen, I've done a couple Punisher videos. It's like the next big thing that's getting ready to roll out. Iron Fist is going to drop in the spring, but they already finished shooting that, so we'll see more trailers for that. But they're going to start shooting the Punisher series early next year. So we'll probably start learning a lot more about that later this year. But if you guys are looking for a Luke Cage comic book to read right now, you want like some backstory, they did reboot Power Man and Iron Fist, like a Heroes for Hire title after Secret Wars. It's like the current running title. I would recommend you just check that out. It's a lot of fun. You can always go back and read like the really old Luke Cage stuff. There will be Easter eggs for that, but remember how the Daredevil series changed some of the comic book stories. There'll be a lot of Easter eggs for comic book stories, but they're not doing any one in particular for the season. So get hyped and keep your eyes peeled for Danny Rand. I'm expecting him to appear later in the series, maybe before episode 13, but at least by that last episode. Next video tonight should be Game of Thrones, but I'm always taking video requests. Originally I was going to do that, but I wasn't expecting them to drop new Luke Cage footage. So sweet Christmas, a lot more stuff coming tonight. While you guys wait for that to post, you can click here to watch the Civil War bloopers again, and you can click here to learn all about Odin versus Thanos in Thor Ragnarok. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.